What's going on there, YouTube? Vaping with Twisted420 has returned. And today we got a regulated clone to show you. A regulated clone named the Zero Mod. Let's go ahead and have a look at it, why don't we? Alright folks, and we are back. We are back once again. Let me tell you, when it comes to regulated clones, the biggest problem usually is the chip. I've had a bunch of random DNA clones and stuff from China, and sometimes the chips just are not accurate. They don't do what they're supposed to. I gotta say, they put a good chip in a good clone box here, folks. This is the Zero clone. I've seen the authentic going around for a while. Thing was selling for like 400 and something bucks on a few occasions. I was like, what is all the hype about? What's so great about it? But after owning this one-to-one clone, I gotta say, I see what the hype's about. It's a pretty impressive little box. The build quality is so nice, and the way you do stuff and things, I like it. All right. This came from Trendy Vapors, and they're selling it for $99.99. But he offered a coupon code, Twisted420, to get 15% off of this thing. So that was pretty cool of them. So I can't do math right now. It's too early, but 15% off $99.99 shouldn't be that bad. But yeah, it's a 50-watt box that's stable down to 0.3. Takes a single 18650, has a little tool built in to get rid of battery rattle or free the battery and adjust the 510. This is a one-to-one clone. There's a few, I'll go into everything in a minute. And a couple of things that are really not related to this product, I just want to get out there. I ordered, since this one light over here is giving me trouble being a bitch, I ordered some new lighting. It's going to be much brighter in here. So I got some new studio lighting shit coming. That'll be cool. And I should be getting a haircut today. So yeah, I just want to sprinkle that shit in on you real quick. But yeah, no, this has been a cool little box. It's made by Syntec. I've actually reviewed a few Syntec clones, drippers, and different things, and they seem to be pretty decent. They seem to be about their shit. I got to tell you, they did a fantastic job on this little fucker. One problem with some of the DNA chips from China, besides not being accurate, is that they had a delay. Like you'd go to press the button, it had to wake up, and then it'd start working. But this one works as soon as you press the button. Very nice, very nice. I got a 0.5 build on here at 45 watts. I'm using the Clyde prototype RDA by Third Degree Vape, and it's rocking pretty nice with this little cherry vapes drip tip on it. I like it. Halfway through the video, I'll switch over to my Delta 2 just to rock out. I got some more coils, so now I'm using my Delta 2 again. That makes me happy. Anyway, without dicking around too much longer, let's go ahead and dive up close and take a look at this thing, why don't we? Alright folks, and here we are up close with the Zero clone. Let's take a look at the box real quick. It says Zero on it. Cool beans. Alright, we got a little magnet here holding that on. We flop that open. Get a little instruction manual thingy. Tells you some stuff about it. Apparently they make a 30, 40, and 50 watt version. Alright. I can show you how everything works here in a minute. Oh yeah, you got to make sure you put your battery in positive side up. That's something to know about this guy. I do know that. So here she is, folks. This is the Zero clone. I gotta say, it's a nice, sturdy, comfortable to hold mod. It's got some nice waist to it. It's got a nice waist on it now. It's got a nice weight to it, so it feels good in the hand. And you can get different sleeves also. So if you didn't want to do this limited special edition version, you can pop different sleeves on. I think he's got gold, stainless steel, copper, brass. I think they're around 15 bucks a piece for the sleeves. But yeah, that's cool that you can accessorize. Real quick, I'll show you the chip and then we'll move on to some of the other stuff. You got micro USB charging right down here with the indication light. There's your screen. You got a big healthy button right up here. Everybody knows about the DNA chip, well, this is the clone version of it. 5 clicks to lock it. Now it's locked. You got to click it 5 times again to get it back out. While you're locked, you can hold the power down and the fire button, and you can flip the screen. All right, that's pretty common knowledge. Let me flip it. Boy, it doesn't matter what side. And then you can also turn the screen off if you hold the up. Yeah, screen steal, as they call it. So now when I unlock it, it'll fire without the screen coming on. Cool. Let me go back in there, and we'll do that back. Screen display. Sweet. Now we got our screen back. Another thing, while it's unlocked, you can also lock the power up and down by holding both of them simultaneously. Bam, power lock. So now, anytime you go to adjust it, it won't do anything, but you can still fire it. Cool beans, cool beans. Cool, yeah, the screen, I mean, all the stuff's pretty standard. Everybody who knows the DNA knows how most of that stuff works. Right up top, you got one bolt going through here that holds the whole thing together. You got another one down here. Here's your 510 connection. Let me grab the little tool out of here. This thing's pretty convenient that it's built onto the mod. Most shit that needs screwdrivers or flatheads or stuff, they're not on there. You got a copper 510. I wish this would have been spring loaded, but since it is 1-to-1, it's a reverse threaded copper pin. So if you go righty tighty, it's gonna go loosey. It's gonna righty loosey. And you can use this little fella to turn it. See there? I'm adjusting it up. I go left to adjust it down. Pretty simple, pretty simple. Right down here on the bottom, this kind of reminds me of the Dimitri, or I don't know which came out first, so fuck it. You got this little copper contact. If you want to get your battery out, you just pop this little fella in. Bam, and your battery comes out. I'm not sure what this material is. I thought it was wood at first, but it looks like something else. Some kind of woven fiber of some sort, but it's hard as shit. Like, you can't deform it. Yeah, there's your little battery connection. Copper up top, copper down bottom. You want to put your battery in, just put it positive side up. I'm using a Samsung 25R because I love these things. And yeah, you just pop that back in. And one thing though, when you take the battery out and put a new battery in, it automatically sets itself to 50 watts. It does not retain the memory. So know that going into it. Don't fucking throw a clearomizer on here that can't handle 50 watts. And then you put it back in there, see it's set to 50. Yeah. This finish on here is a fingerprint magnet from hell, but I don't mind. I don't mind. It's not a big deal. Cool thing about this little tool that says 0 mods on it, you just pop it back in there. And that's where it lives. That is awesome. I like that. Really simple little mod, man, but it feels nice. It feels nice and sturdy. I like using it. 50 watts. You can do a lot with 50 watts, a person could say. I'm gonna grab this Delta 2. Hope I adjusted that contact good enough for it. Let's see. Yep, it's working. Cool. Yeah, and really that's all I got to show you, folks. It's not super complicated. I'm gonna back this down to about 32.5 watts will be fine. And there it is. You'll notice 22 millimeter addies sit on here just right. You actually have a little bit more room in case you use, like, you know, a 24, 25 millimeter. But yeah, it looks good with a 22 millimeter. It looks good with a 22 millimeter addy on it. So that's a plus also. But really, there's nothing else to show you, folks. This is a nice little clone. I was very impressed with the quality on this one, and the chip seems to kick ass as well. So yeah, I like it. I like it. At this point, I feel like we can go ahead and back out, talk on it, and vape on it, people. Alright, folks, and we are back. We are back. We just took an up-close and personal look at the 0 mod clone. Now, the question is, Twisted, how does it vape? And I gotta say, it vapes pretty on point. I actually tested this at 40 watts against my DNA 40, my authentic DNA 40 devices, and it seems to be pretty on point as far as power output. I got the Delta 2 on here now, rocking at 40 watts, and it's not too shabby. Let me have a toke. I can dig it. I can dig it. Something, well, you know, I'm always getting off track. Something completely unrelated. My old lights, which one of them's kind of janky, but at least one of them still works pretty good. Once I get my new ones in, maybe I'll pay it forward and give these to some up and coming reviewer that needs some good lighting. So maybe I'll do something on another video, like a giveaway for the lights. If you want if you need some lights for your YouTube reviews, if you're trying to get into vape reviews, I got you. I'm gonna give that away to somebody. I hope I still got the box to ship all this shit in. Anyway, it's not about that. It's about the 0 mod. And I gotta say, I really like this clone. I see what the hype was about with the Authentics. It's a really nice, sturdy, comfortable to hold. You know, it's got that curve for your palm, and your finger just lands on that fire button and you're vaping. A lot of good things. I'm gonna go over pros and cons. Pros, the chip is nice and accurate. It's got plenty of features that the authentic DNA chip has. I like that you can change out the sleeves for different sleeves. Maybe you can do some patina jobs on some of the copper ones or brass ones. Who knows? They got gold. There's all kinds of accessories for it. That's cool. I like that the tool's built in to get rid of your battery rattle and insert everything. And I wish the 510 would have been spring loaded, but it's not so bad considering that the tool is built in. But I really would have liked a spring loaded 510. But what are you going to do? It's a 1-to-1 clone. Besides that, other cons, it is a fingerprint magnet. It is going to get real smudgy with this in particular backing on it. But even if you left this, it's still, you're going to smudge it up. But it's not a super big deal for me, but other people may not care for that. 50 watts on a single 18650. Some people might find issue with that. If you're rocking at 50 watts the whole time, you'll probably get 3 or 4 hours of battery life, just ballpark, depending on how often you're vaping. But usually throwing a clearomizer or something on here at about 30 watts, you're good for a while. I take a lot of mods with me to work, so I don't rely on just one, so it's hard for me to say, you know, just using this one. But it seems to do pretty good with the battery management. Micro USB charging is a plus. The buttons feel nice and quality. 22 millimeter Addies sit on there nice. But yeah, besides no spring loaded 510 and being a single 18650 with a 50 watt device, it's overall a pretty good mod. I like it. I like it, man. It's nice, heavy, sturdy, feels good in the hand. It's got a lot going for it, but at the same time, it's got a couple of the shortcomings. Now, I haven't played with any of the other Zero clones. There's a bunch of them out there, but I can say with confidence that the Syntec one is pretty quality. I like this fella. I wonder if the authentic Zero sleeves fit on here. I bet they do. I don't know. Maybe I'll test that theory out and update you guys later on. But Trendy Vapors is where it came from. $99.99 plus Twisted420 gets you 15% off. I'll put a link in the description. If you like what you see, maybe go check it out. But it's a sweet clone. I don't usually, some regulated clones don't do it for me because of the chip. But this is a good chip and a good high quality built enclosure. So yeah, this is a good regulated clone. Thumbs up on this guy. I like it. I like it. Let me get one more toke before we get out of here. Like a dream, performing like a dream. I need more juice in this fucking Delta too. Anyway, that's what I got for you folks. So with that being said, thank you for watching. I truly do appreciate it. Remember, it doesn't matter what you're vaping on as long as you're not on the stinkies. And last but not least, you stay sexy, YouTube. Me and the Zero clone are out.